Here, believe me, you've heard the comeback story of Bobby Ches. Well, out in Los Angeles, 32-year-old Frankie Duarte has pulled off a remarkable comeback of his own. He battled back from substance abuse without the help of a clinic, did it on his own. Several weeks ago, with his personal life back in order, he got a shot at the WBA World Bantamweight crown held by Venezuela's Bernardo Pinango. Here's how that action unfolded, and we're going to pick it up with the action in round number 4. This is round 4 from the Forum in Los Angeles. The challenger, 32-year-old Frankie Duarte in the black trunks on the left of your screen. The champion, Bernardo Pinango from Venezuela, now resident in Panama, making his 3rd title defense, the crown that he won a year ago from Gabby Canizales. Duarte, through the first 3 rounds, about dead even, perhaps an edge in his favor for the challenger as he has pressed the attack as he is doing now. Pinango, looking a lot like the Panamanian former champion Eusebio Pedroza, a great featherweight champion in his style, has already had a point taken away for a low blow that was back in round number 2. Now, Gil, Duarte, that's the Canadian referee Hubert Earl, again with another warning for Pinango. Duarte doesn't seem to be bothered by any of that. He's just coming straight ahead, fighting his own fight.
That's him. You hit the nail right on the head when you said it reminds you of Eusebio Pedroza. He never bothered with the referees at all. He'd foul the guy 8, 9, 10 times, and the referee would warn him and he'd go right back and foul him again.
Well, Duarte has been certainly sticking to business, coming straight ahead. That's been his style over the years, and what an extraordinary story. 14 years of professional, finally getting a title opportunity for this WBA Bantamweight crown after 5 years out of the ring. A self-admitted drug addict and alcoholic. He beat it himself. He got back into the ring with the help of the Goosen family 3 years ago, has run up a 9-1-1 record after that 5-year layoff. And here he is fighting for the World Championship. More than 6,000 enthusiastic fans in Los Angeles cheering for Duarte in this effort against the awkward and difficult Pinango.
Pinango is one of those fighters, Tim. He's letting Duarte come to him, but he throws a lot of punches. He's an effortless puncher. The arms just move at all times. There he is again, 1, 2, 3. And Duarte countered beautiful with a right hand.
Again, a warning to Pinango. And it looks like they've taken yet another point away from him here. Yes, in round 4. The 2nd point taken away from Pinango, who shakes his head in a little bit of disgust, but there's not much argument. And Duarte throwing that right hand just to get his attention back.
And Duarte can punch with that right hand, Tim. He'll get your attention.
Frankie Duarte's career record, 41 victories, 6 defeats and 1 draw with 32 knockouts. And as we mentioned, 9-1-1 since going to the 10 Goose stable, beginning his comeback 3 years ago.
Tim, you know, the knock on Duarte has always been that he gets insulted if you miss him with a punch. If you throw the punch, he's going to be there to collect it.
Terrific exchange here with both fighters landing in this final 30 seconds of round number 4.
Seems to me that Duarte is landing a lot more effective punches than Pinango, Tim.
No question about it, Gil, and he doesn't back up. Even when Pinango does land, Duarte is you don't have to look for him. He's right there counterpunching. At the end of round 4.
Staying fit takes 2 kinds of exercise. Exercise for your outside and exercise for your inside with Kellogg's Bran Flakes. Kellogg's Bran Flakes are loaded with fiber to exercise your insides as only fiber can. Plus, Kellogg's is the only Bran Flakes that gives you a full day's supply of iron in each delicious bowlful. So if you plan to stay fit, don't just go halfway. Get Kellogg's Bran Flakes. They help keep you fit inside.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and to me. Come on and head for the mountains of Bush. Head for the mountains of Bush. Here.
Well, here in Atlantic City, if you missed it, you may have a 2nd-round knockout by Bobby Ches over Willie Edwards after Edwards had the champion in trouble right at the end of round number 1. A tremendous turnabout by Bobby Ches, successfully defending his IBF light heavyweight championship. Well, now we're going to take you back to the action in this Duarte-Pinango fight. it was a dandy, believe me. We'll pick up the action now in round number 9. Round 6, pardon me. This is round 6. The challenger, Frankie Duarte, has been doing very well through the first 5 rounds of the fight without 2 points taken away from the champion in the red trunks, Pinango. Duarte would be at least even in our view, perhaps even ahead with those 2 points. He would appear to have the lead here in round number 6.
Yes, Tim, with those 2 points, he seems to have a comfortable lead in the fight.
Remarkable story, the well-known, well-documented saga of his return to the ring, but just the age factor, Gil. 32 years of age challenging for a bantamweight title, 118 pounds. That's very rare indeed.
Tim, it certainly is unusual. Most little guys, they mature a lot earlier, and their careers are over a lot earlier. I believe there's only been one other fighter back in the 20s to challenge for the world championship at his age. He's a remarkable human being.
Warning to Pinango again, who just shakes his head as though he hasn't done anything wrong. That's for, again, yet another low blow.
Tim, I think he's trying to break Eusebio Pedrosa world record for warnings and fouls that Pedrosa did in the Laporte fight.
Yes, that was quite a famous featherweight championship bout. Pedrosa retaining his crowd despite a number of fouls over the course of the 15 rounds. And Pinango, now a Panamanian resident, obviously some of that is rubbed off from Pedrosa.
Tim, despite the fact that Pinango is only a bantamweight, he reminds me of Tommy Hurricane Jackson, a heavyweight that had no style at all, fought some of the best fighters and had some great wins because of his strength and the fact that he was always moving his hands. And that's the way Pinango fights. Keeps those hands busy.
Duarte keeping the pressure on, but the busy hands of Pinango equaling things up. Now he gets a warning for holding behind the neck and hitting.
He's trying to catch Pedrosa, I'm telling you, Tim. There he goes, just moves those hands at all times. There they go again, left hook to the body.
Duarte staying right in front of the champion, continuing to fire away and keep the pressure on. Again, the warning to the challenger this time, Duarte, for holding and hitting.
Tim, that makes the score about 8-1 favor Pinango in warnings and fouls.
Hubert Earl, the Canadian referee, been busy in the early going. This is round 6, scheduled for 15. Good combination by the champion, snapping back the head of Duarte in the last exchange, but there's no holding Duarte off. He just keeps coming right back.
But can he maintain this pace for 15 rounds? This is a rugged pace. And remember, Duarte's never gone 15 rounds.
Good, solid right hand by Duarte in that last exchange.
But Pinango just keeps tap, tap, tap. Keeps scoring those points.
One of his most effective punches, Gil, appears to be that kind of a little hook uppercut he throws. That's the end of round 6.
I thought all dandruff shampoos were the same, but you can really feel the difference. On this side, there's a tingling sensation with Denorex shampoo and conditioner. Here, with Head & Shoulders, nothing. The tingle tells me Denorex is doing more.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Denorex adds both an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioner, too.
My hair looks great, feels terrific. Goodbye, Head & Shoulders. Hello, Denorex.
Denorex, dandruff shampoo that conditions, too.
All the right parts in all the right places. Napa's putting smiles on American faces.
When you go with Napa, you go with confidence because every Napa brand part is backed by the Napa National Warranty Program, the most extensive parts warranty program available. There's even a toll-free number to put you in touch with the nearest Napa Auto Parts store. So make sure it's Napa, because Napa keeps you going wherever you go.
All the right parts in all the right places. Napa.
Two flashes of greatness. Magic and the Lakers. Barkley and the Sixers. Showtime tomorrow on CBS Sports.
Duarte and Pinango, what a battle. Now through the next couple of rounds, again, close scoring, although in our view we felt that Duarte was still leading in the fight. And in the 8th round, the champion had yet another point taken away. That was 3 for low blows, going into what we'll now show you the action from the 9th round. Frankie Duarte challenging for the WBA Bantamweight Championship. That's 118 pounds. Watch these guys battle. Round number 9 of the 15-round WBA Bantamweight Championship. It's been a thriller all the way. the challenger Duarte at age 32, putting on a tremendous show in front of his partisan crowd against the champion on the left of your screen, Bernardo Pinango. A cut near the corner of the right eye of the challenger. Duarte, the only damage on either fighter so far, has not been a big problem for Duarte, but he certainly has let it show.
It hasn't been a big problem because he has that old pro, Norman Lockwood, in the corner. And Cutman is such an important guy for a champion or a challenger to have in a big fight like this. And they have a good man in Norman Lockwood.
You see Pinango just pecking away, trying to get to that eye up the middle with that strange little punch he throws, kind of a half a hook, half an uppercut.
Tim, you hit the nail right on the head. I used to teach that punch. And I used to say, it's not slow, it's not fast, it's half fast. I called it a half fast hook.
Another warning to the champion, Pinango. He just stays busy. He's not a big puncher, as you can see, but he scores a lot of punches. Duarte is right there for him to hit. Duarte landing big ones of his own, and there's his body attack back. And a solid right by Duarte.
Pinango doesn't have to look for Duarte. He's right there all the time. All Pinango has to do is move his hands.
Frankie Duarte, who credits his family and the Goosen family for this remarkable comeback at age 32 after a battle with drugs and alcohol. No treatment centers for this young guy. He went cold turkey, got his life back together, renewed what had been a promising boxing career, and here he is fighting for the title at age 32.
Pinango has been scoring effectively early in this round, Tim.
Duarte pressing the champion here, backing him into the corner and putting a lot of punishment on him, but now missing a series of blows there where he had the champion cornered.
Pinango made a beautiful move that time, Tim, stepping out to the right, catching Duarte off balance and hitting him with a couple of pretty good punches.
Duarte appeared to have Pinango in trouble briefly, and suddenly the style of the champion slipping out of that corner and making Duarte miss. Coming to the end of round number 9. Tremendous battle. This pace has been the same throughout the first 9 rounds.
More and more men are keeping their bodies in shape. Their faces, too. Shaving's rough on your face. So every day, after every shave, splash on Skin Bracer. Skin Bracer cools, soothes, tightens pores.
That's the tingle. Smells great, too.
But Skin Bracer's not cologne. It's skin care you need. That's why more men are saying,
Thanks. I needed that.
Skin Bracer takes care of men who take care of their skin. Skin Bracer Aftershave.
Fancy restaurant, candlelight. Is this business or pleasure?
Which do you prefer?
Stick to business. People are watching.
Of course they are. This is a commercial to prove this is the perfect time for Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler. It's wet, and it's dry.
And it's Seagram's. I heard. What happens after the commercial?
Pleasure.
What do you have in mind?
You get to drink it.
New Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler. It's wet and it's dry.
Round number 10 of this scheduled 15-round bantamweight fight, and the referee Hubert Earl of Canada delaying action here momentarily. There's some water on the ring mat in front of the corner of the champion. And so they're in there quickly to clean things up. And Pinango looking very relaxed. The word was that he had difficulty making the weight for this fight, but he still looks fresh and strong here in round number 10.
Tim, he is a very, very strong bantamweight. That's really his forte, his strength. Doesn't have much style. Keeps moving those hands. He plays last tag. You hit him, he throws punches back. Doesn't let you dominate him.
Frankie Duarte putting things in perspective after his comeback to the ring. Said, I needed to get back into something less violent than drugs and alcohol. I needed a safer lifestyle. And that's inside the boxing right.
Duarte has landed a couple of good, effective right hands, Tim, early in this round. There's Pinango with his last tag style. Tap, tap, tap.
A little more blood from the cut in the corner of the eye of Duarte. But so far through the course of the fight has not been a problem for him. He's been on target. There's a solid right to the body, but it's low, and another warning from the referee, Hubert Earl. 3 points have been taken away from the champion Pinango to this point. A big right by Duarte and a solid right.
Looked like Pinango was going down from that right hand, Tim. He got nailed.
Minute and a half remaining in the 10th round. Duarte sensing he may have the champion hurt. He can be very elusive, Pinango, when he's hurt, though. Keeps his feet moving, good bobbing and weaving, and you see Duarte trying to find a clear path to the target.
Pinango is what you call an awkwardly cute guy, Tim. Doesn't look pretty doing these moves he's doing, but he's effective with them. But Duarte certainly had him in trouble.
It brought the crowd at the Forum to their feet.
Another right hand by Duarte, another good left hook.
Their hero keeps the pressure on Pinango.
His punches are much more effective than Pinango's, but again, it's a question of what the judges like. Do they like the clean, effective punches, or do they like the accumulation of a lot of punches?
Champion Pinango landed a good left hook there, but by our standard of measurement, this has been a big round for the challenger. And another right by Duarte.
What a tough guy, Tim. Duarte.
Well, they've likened his career in this comeback to a movie script. And certainly Duarte living up to that kind of drama. Now Pinango finishing well here in the 10th round, but Duarte keeps coming forward.
Howdy. Give me a light. Bud Light.
If you just ask for a light beer, you never know what you'll get.
Give me a light. Bud Light.
So if you want the less filling light beer with the first name and taste, don't just ask for a light beer.
Give me a light. Bud Light.
Ask for Bud Light, because everything else is just a light.
Hi. Buy your friend a beer.
When a cold invades your house, get Neosynephrine. For stuffy little noses, nothing's more gentle or more effective. For bigger noses, nothing's faster or longer lasting. Let your whole house breathe easier with Neosynephrine.
The Fuller family finished 4 fried foods, and this is the fullest the Fullers have ever felt. Alka-Seltzer to the rescue. Alka-Seltzer fixes your acid indigestion and headache in a flash.
Alka-Seltzer to the rescue.
Frankie Duarte getting some last-minute attention to that cut over his right eye. Ron Lockwood and his crew have done a good job in keeping this young man from having his vision overly impaired during the course of the fight. I don't think it would matter to him the way he came into this bout. And now there's another delay here by the referee, Hubert Earl, and this time it's directed at the trainer, manager of the champion Pinango. That's Luis Spada. There he is, and Spada being chased down from the ring apron, and sarcastic applause from the referee. Earl has been a busy guy having to deal with a number of fouls by the champion Pinango. Remember, 3 points for low blows have been taken away from the champion. 32-year-old Frankie Duarte, the hometown favorite here in Los Angeles. And there goes a big right hand sending Pinango to the canvas. Solid combination, the right hand sending him down, and even though he's up quickly, he looks a little wobbly.
And that was a clean right hand right on the button. Knocked Pinango down and brought the crowd to its feet.
So now the challenger with 3 points in his favor and a knockdown here in the 12th round. And this crowd sensing that the challenger is on the threshold of winning the title and writing a happy ending to this improbable movie script.
And what a remarkable performance by a guy who's never gone 15 rounds. At his age, doing the job he's doing. And believe me, fighting Pinango is a tough job because he never stops throwing pace.
Duarte patiently trying to get another opportunity here to try and finish the bout, but Pinango, elusive, difficult, awkward, just somehow keeps moving left, right, throwing punches to keep Duarte off.
Then again, what we call awkwardly cute. Makes those moves strictly by instinct. And he knows what to do. He's a survivor. But surviving doesn't win your fights.
Both exchange solid right hands, and Duarte getting the better of it.
Punches are so much more effective than Pinango. Clean punches. Good right hand by Duarte.
Backs up the champion to the ropes again. Solid left by the champion there. Holds out Duarte. There's that cute move to get himself out of trouble once more. Over the 30-second mark, we go into round number 12. Scheduled for 15, WBA Championship.
Duarte can smell that championship just about now, Tim.
Final seconds of this 12th round. The crowd hoping that Duarte can send Pinango to the canvas once more.
He's the original golden oldie.
You are so tan.
A real swinger.
That's what everybody thinks.
George Hamilton, Spies, Tuesday, March 3rd on CBS. This is CBS.
Women feared her.
Who is she?
Men desired her.
Do you want me?
She sold her soul for eternal beauty, but it turned her into a beast.
I hope you can live with yourself, because you're as hell over the old pan.
Belinda Bauer, Anthony Perkins, Joseph Bottom, The Sins of Dorian Gray.
Saturday nights at 11, only on Channel 7. Join the Channel 7 News Weekend Report.
Well, you're not going to see rounds 13 and 14, but it really doesn't matter. When you go into the final round, by everybody's viewpoint at ringside, except the judges, as we'll see, you would have to think that old Frankie Duarte at age 32 was about to win the WBA Bantamweight Championship. Now let's pick up the action in the final round, one of the most thrilling fights of the year. Frankie Duarte apparently on the threshold of victory here. The WBA Bantamweight title at stake. Cut over both eyes early in the fight from a blow from the champion Pinango. Later in the fight from an unintentional butt. Hasn't stopped him at all. He continues to come forward. A knockdown of the champion in round 12. 3 points taken away from the champion for low blows would appear to have the challenger Duarte in the black trunks in the driver's seat. The Forum crowd certainly thinks that they're about to see a happy ending to this improbable story. 32-year-old challenger coming back from a battle with booze and drugs and in the last 3 years rolling up a 9-1-1 record to get this title opportunity. A big left hand by the champion, but a right hand back from the challenger right there.
What a pace, Tim. What a pace. 15 rounds at this pace. Unbelievable. Whether they like this last tag style of Pinango or the effective punching of Frankie Duarte.
Well, the judges, Roberto Ramirez from Puerto Rico, Adolfo Hill from Panama, Juan Mayo from Argentina. There had been controversy prior to the fight about 3 Latin judges being assigned by the WBA. Artie Denker, the California Commission, questioned it. The answer was twofold. One, that Puerto Rico, being a U.S. possession, made that, in effect, for Duarte. Rodolfo Hill from Panama, being where the champion Pinango lives now, the answer to that was, well, he may live in Panama, but he's Venezuelan. He's from Venezuela.
Tim, most Latin judges like the style of fight that Frankie Frankie Duarte's fighting. They like the aggressive type of fighter. Whereas if you take judges from England, they may like the style of Pinango. But now we have 3 Latin judges, so that would seem to favor Duarte, in my opinion, because they like the aggressive fighters, the guys that walk in, the macho guys.
And we see him walking in again here in the 15th round. Another factor may be the bleeding is from the challenger, none from the champion, despite the knockdown.
Well, Tim, if they're experienced judges, they shouldn't let the blood bother them. But a lot of judges are what I call blood judges. They see a little bloody nose or something, so they think a guy automatically is losing. Shouldn't be.
We saw yet another warning to the champion Pinango, that time for using his elbow and forearm a la Pedrosa, the former featherweight champion from Panama.
Good right hand by Duarte.
Final seconds of the fight, and they're just toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Duarte has not backed up at any point in this bout. Credit to Pinango for holding up against the onslaught, and there's the end of the fight. What a battle at the Forum in Los Angeles, and these partisan Los Angeles fans think that their guy, Frankie Duarte, from Venice, California, down on the beach in the Los Angeles area,